I just got done watching the GoodYear 400 at Darlington, the race on Mother's Day, with the NASCAR throwbacks, beautiful skins without 50% capacity at Darlington, the happy fans watching all these throwback schemes go around Darlington, and that race was really a bit of a letdown, bit of a disappointment, just by a little bit. And if you want to know, how about you go ahead and watch this video? Just go ahead, watch it, see what I'm talking about. Hey guys, NASCAR Movie for Day back again, and welcome back to another episode of NRR. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the 2021 GoodYear 400 at Darlington. Not the Southern 500, that's in the playoffs. This is Throwback Weekend on Mother's Day weekend as well, and this race was also, like I said in the beginning, it was a bit of a letdown and stuff. I mean, we had some dry racing and stuff, especially in Stage 3. It was just so long and stuff, it was pretty boring, and actually, the only thing I'm kind of happy about was, I sweeped the weekend. I guess I picked out these drivers and I got them all right. I picked Sheldon Creed to win the Darlington race. I got him right. I picked Allgaier to win yesterday's race. He won. And I also picked Marchix Jr. and he just dominated. Flat out dominated. Led around like over 240 something laps. So yeah, so like in every other race review, we're going to be reviewing our top 10. We're going to be rating the race, and then we're going to be looking at the drivers, the ones who had good days and the ones who had bad days, and we're going to wrap it up. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. Finishing in first was Marchix Jr. Like I said in the beginning, Marchix Jr. just flat out dominated, leading over like 240 some laps. He becomes the first ever stage winner at Darlington to win the race, during the race and stuff, because now that I actually think about it, the drivers who won a stage at Darlington have not won the race, if you really think about it. So something pretty cool for Marchix Jr., because he won stage 1 last year's Southern 500, but then lost the race with that, move with a few laps to go in the Southern 500 last year. But he was able to just dominate this race. His only #1 challenge was most likely Kyle Larson after that final green flag pit stop win, which I thought was probably the most exciting part of Stage 3. Heck, maybe the entire race or something. But still, Marchix Jr. was able to get the win. His 3rd win of the year. His 4th win with crew chief James Small. And right now, they are definitely in Championship 4 contention right now. Him, Kyle Larson, I'd say no, not Kyle Busch, but Denny Hamlin, and maybe somebody else, but we still don't know yet. But still, great win for MTJ and the 19 team. Finishing in a close second was Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, like it says in the title, he had him like a couple times in when the laps were winding down and stuff. Just could not make it work. Another heartbreaker for Kyle Larson. Like he had that heartbreaker with 2 laps to go last week at Kansas. Now he has this, so really sucks for Kyle Larson, but at least they finished the race inside the top 5, so that was a great race for them. They're going to Dover next week, and Larson, he has won at Dover before. That was his last win in the 42 car, so we'll see what Larson can do in an even better car, an even better Chevy car, so we'll see what he can do. But still, a decent day for Kyle Larson, the 5 team, and they actually did make a recovery. They recovered from a speeding penalty, and they had the first speeding penalty of the day, so decent day for Kyle Larson, just wasn't able to get the win today. Finishing in 3rd was Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch early in this race took the lead away from, I believe it was Keselowski, and then Marchix Jr. came up to 2nd and stuff. But then Kyle Busch scraped the wall a bit, cut a tire, and spun out in the lead, so that was kind of embarrassing. And they recovered and stuff, and they were able to show up in Stage 2. Stage 3, they just weren't better than their teammates, so that really sucked for Kyle Busch, thinking that they had a good day, but then things can change like that, so it really sucked for him. But at least they're starting to look like Kyle Busch himself a little bit. They're starting to get there, got the win last week, and now they're starting to show a bit of that Kyle Busch dominance and stuff, or that Kyle Busch skill of where he's supposed to run. So decent day for Kyle Busch and the 18 team, and we'll see what he can do at Dover next week, because Dover is a toss-up, because he can either do good or he can just do flat out terrible, because he has a bunch of bad luck at Dover. Finishing in 4th was William Byron. William Byron continues to amaze me this year, showing me how this is his best season so far, because for the first time since 2007 for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron is able to get 10 straight top 10s, because this dates back to his win at Homestead in, believe, late February or early March, and now up here to May 9th, the second race of May, able to get his 10 straight top 10. Could look for 11 at Dover, because he ran pretty well at Dover last year, so we'll see what happens there. And, you know, Jeff Gordon, he was able to do the same thing for Hendrick Motorsports back in 2007, so pretty cool for William Byron and his crew chief Rudy Fugo, having a great season so far. They can make it to the round of 8, or they can make it to the championship 4, because right now they are the most consistent driver in the Cup Series right now. Rounding up the top 5 and 5th was Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin had a decent day. I mean, he did not have the best car. Of course, like I said, his teammate Mark Truex Jr. was completely better than him. Kyle Busch was better than him as well. Hamlin definitely had a top 10 car and stuff. I mean, he got into the wall a couple times and stuff, so that didn't help. And he's a 3-time winner here, but didn't look like it today. But still, they had a decent race, still looking for their first win of the season. But we're going to Dover next week, and he won at Dover, or at least one of the Dover races last year. So we'll see what Hamlin and the 11 team can do next week. Finishing in 6th was Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick took the lead away from Brad Keselowski in the opening laps of this race, and after that, after Truex and Kyle Busch took it away from him, Harvick, he just didn't look that good. He only had like a top 10 running car, so I'm really glad that I did not pick Kevin Harvick to win this race or be good. I mean, he did good. I mean, they just had a 10th place car or something like that. Or, no, just top 10. They didn't have the top 5 speed. Well, at least he did better than his 2 other teammates and stuff. But yeah, but we'll get to that while we rate the race and stuff. But still, Kevin Harvick had a decent day. Still looking for their first win of the year. So a 6th place finish is good enough for them. And then they're going to Dover next week. They won the second Dover race last year. They beat Truex. So we'll see what Harvick can do next week at Dover. Finishing in 7th was Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott running in that beautiful Hooters scheme, throwback to Alan Kulwicki in 1992. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see that scheme run pretty well. They were definitely a top 10 car all day. They didn't really have the race winning speed that they had last year in the Southern 500. So still a decent day for Chase Elliott and the 9 team and stuff. You know, still looking for their first win, because his 3 other teammates already have a win this year. And they're going to Dover next week, and they could get it done, because Elliott won there back in 2018 in the playoffs and stuff, so that he got his second career win there. So we'll see what Elliott can do next week at Dover. Finishing in 8th was Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney also having a decent day as well. He did make some contact with Alex Bowman during the race. I think it was during Crank It Up and stuff. And I thought one of them was going to have a flat tire and stuff. And then once they were about to go to commercial, Blaney hit the wall, scraped the wall a bit, so he got a Darlington stripe there. So yeah, Blaney, he was kind of all over the place. I'd say he definitely had a top 10 car, maybe top 15 car. They ran pretty well. I think mostly towards the end of this race they ran pretty well. So great day for them and the 12 team. We'll see what they can do next week at Dover. And yeah, just decent day. Nothing else to say about Blaney though. Finishing in 9th was Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher, 2 great races in a row. I mean, he did better today than he did last week at Kansas. He was just running in the top 15 all day. So really proud of Chris Buescher and the 17 team. They're really trying to make the playoffs, and I think they have a really good shot at it if they just keep running consistently or get some more top 10s or maybe in a couple top 5s before the playoffs start. But still, a great race for them overall in the 17 team, and really, like I'm saying, guys, this Chris Buescher is the most underrated driver right now in the Cup Series. So watch out for him, because he can just sneak up just like that. I mean, look at the last 2 races. So yeah, great day for Chris Buescher and the 17 team. And finally, rounding up the top 10 in 10th was Ryan Newman. Great day for Roush Fenwick. Both of their cars get a top 10 finish. And yeah, Ryan Newman, he was also consistent. He had a top 15 car. He was running up there pretty well. So that was a great day for him and stuff. I really thought he was going to make something happen. I thought he was going to start some sort of drama when he was like side by side with Tyler Reddick. But Truex was able to get through him with ease. But then Kyle Larson just came out of nowhere with that just 3-wide move through the middle. That was the biggest move of the race. That was just very impressive. That shows you how much skill Kyle Larson has, and it just makes you think, man, that's Kyle Larson? How come he does not have a championship? Well, he could get a championship. But yeah, back to Ryan Newman. Definitely had a great race, getting a top 10, so that's good for them, and we'll see what they can do next week. And also watch out for Ryan Newman. I wouldn't say he's better than Chris Buescher right now, but he's up there. We'll just see what he can do in these last few races before the playoffs. And now let's rate this race. Like I said, this race was a bit of a letdown and stuff. Just a little bit of a disappointment and stuff. I did expect a lot better from them. I mean, just from this race, you had that huge Eric Almirola wreck on lap 7, which really sucks for them. They got loose off of turn 2 and made a bit of contact with Ricky Stenhouse Jr., I believe. And yeah, that ended their day on lap 7. He had a really cool throwback to Mark Martin's Winn-Dixie car, so it sucks that that car was demolished. And you also had Cole Custer. He he did in the exact same spot. It's just Anthony Alfredo got loose and came down, and then Cole Custer, he was just right there. It's just Suarez was in his way. That Cole Custer just got blindsided by that, so that really sucked for Cole Custer. So yeah, Stewart-Haas Racing, once again, the struggles continue, and just Almirola is just having a nightmare season. And then you also had that Kurt Busch incident. He just got loose off a turn 4 and had a bit of contact with Bubba Wallace and stuff, so that really sucked as well for Kurt Busch, because Kurt Busch, this could be it for Kurt Busch. I mean, they said it was a 50-50 shot of him retiring. I think that 50-50 shot's starting to look at like a 75 to 25%. So we'll see. But still, this race was decent. Okay, it was alright. So I give this race, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's what I would say. It was a pretty good average race, because I really like Darlington. Like, ever since that 2020 NASCAR Returns race at Darlington, I just like Darlington. It's just so unique and stuff. It's pretty cool, and that's like the #1 track I race on in the NASCAR games and stuff. Maybe on iRacing if I ever get iRacing. But yeah, that's what I would give it, a 6.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys would give it in the comment section below. Now, we only have 2 drivers that I believe, in my opinion, had a decent day. I mean, Cole Custer got an 11th place finish, so that was a really good day for them, especially with these Stewart-Haas struggles, so that does make up for it. And then, yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he did get a 20th place finish, and I think he deserves that and stuff, especially, you know, he wrecked on the first lap in last year's Darlington spring race and stuff, and he made it and makes a bit of a comeback from that bad or unfortunate wrecks from Kansas. So I just thought Stenhouse had a decent day running in 20th and stuff. And yeah, now let's move on to the bad. Now the first 5 out of 10 drivers had a bad day. De Benedetto ran in the top 10 early in this race, but then falls back to finish like 19th. So I really think that they deserved a better finish. Cole Custer, like I said, just nothing he could do. He was just innocent bystander. You had not John Hunewicek, but Anthony Alfredo get loose underneath somebody and just cuts down in front of Cole and just hits Cole Custer, just blindsided Cole Custer, and Cole Custer had just nowhere to go because Suarez was in his way, so that really sucks for Cole Custer having to be in that put in that situation. You also have Christopher Bell. He was running in 6th place and stuff. He had an up and down day. He was running in 6th place, but then he had to pit because he had a tire going down when he hit the wall, so it gets like a 14th place finish, which is not bad, but still, I feel like Bell deserved a better finish. Kurt Busch, like I said, he got loose, a bit of contact with Bubba Wallace and stuff, and got hit into the wall. So yeah, Kurt Busch, I'm not sure if he's going to make the playoffs this year. It seems highly unlikely. And also, to put a bit of a pause, but to Bubba Wallace, they said that, you know, since he was part of the accident, that he was not able to get the free pass, which I think was a bit suspicious. So I don't think that was a good call on NASCAR's part. So I really think Bubba Wallace should have been put on the lead lap. Instead, they kept him a lap down or something. So that really sucks for Bubba Wallace. But yeah, I don't think that should have happened. And then next, Austin Dillon. He ran pretty well in the beginning, and then he ran pretty bad around like 24th and like late stage 1 and early stage 2, and was able to get a 16th place finish, which I think Austin Dillon definitely deserves something better than that. So I just think it was not really a good day for them, especially having 2 straight top 10s last week. So yeah, that really sucks for them. Now let's move on to the next 5. Moving on, Brad Keselowski, he started on the pole. He didn't have his crew chief, Jeremy Bolins, because of COVID protocols. I don't know if Jeremy Bolins tested positive or he was with close to somebody who did test positive, so I don't know. But still, Keselowski had a different crew chief and stuff, and then something was wrong with their splitter and stuff, and they just had a terrible, terrible race. They finished, I believe, like, what, 20s and like 20s something, I forgot. But yeah, bad day for Brad Keselowski. Alex Bowman had a bad day as well. I mean, the best that they ran today was like an eighth and stuff, and that was when they made contact with Ryan Blaney, and so that really sucks for them. And also had a tire going down, they had to make another pit stop, getting a 17th place finish. So yeah, Bowman, ever since that Richmond win, has not had the best luck. So I hope this can change around before the playoffs start, even though this is what, like race 12 of the season, so things can easily turn. Next up, you have Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, I know he finished 12th, but I feel like that he really deserved the top 10 because he was looking really good. I mean, at the beginning, he just looked like a race-winning driver, but towards the end, he just looked like top 10, maybe top 15 if he was lucky. So, really sucked for Reddick there, not getting a top 10 that he truly deserved. Almirola crashed on lap 7. Almirola just cannot catch a break. I believe this is like the third time this season out of all Eric Almirola's crashes that he's crashed within, the first 15 laps. He crashed on lap 14 in the Daytona 500, crashed early at Dover. I mean, not Dover, but Bristol Dirt, and then crashes early here at Darlington. So if you think about it, these are crown jewel racetracks and stuff. It's really a crown jewel racetrack. Even though the Southern 500 is not until September, it's still technically a legendary racetrack. So I don't know, these crown jewels or something, or these awesome racetracks or historic racetracks, I don't know, getting the Eric Almirola. So anyone want to make bets that Almirola's gonna wreck in the first 15 laps at Charlotte later this month? Anyone? No takers? Alright. Next up, Joey Logano. They were running really good in in 5th, 6th place late in this race, but then for some weird reason finished 14th or something. Oh yeah, I forgot. They had an issue. Oh yeah, they had a speeding penalty late in the race, so that really sucks, and they weren't really able to recover from that to get a top 10 that they probably deserve, so that really sucked for them. And yeah, that concludes the drivers who had a bad race. And that's going to wrap it up. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This was a pretty cool video to make, NASCAR throwback and stuff, and it's Mother's Day. Dover, I'll have the Dover review up next week and stuff, so we'll have that. And also, I'm going to be going to COTA, so I cannot wait for that race in 2 weeks, so that's going to be pretty cool. Just 14 more days, yes. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Also, if you want to see my reaction to all the throwback schemes, the Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup, it's a pretty long video. It's almost an hour. I don't know. I just kept messing up in some of my lines, so I tried my best, and I was getting pretty tired at the end because I just had school that day. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.